I could see a few new names here, guys. Welcome to the workshop of Warli painting. It's really good to have you guys in this session. Okay, so yes, people have joined just now, guys. It's a small request. Please put up your introduction in a chat box. Just write your name and place so that we'll get to know where you guys are from, what do you do, and we can proceed in some time. All right. So yes, cool. And one more thing, guys, please do come on camera. I don't want anyone to be shy. People have joined here. All right. I hope you guys are not shy. And yes, I think it's totally fine showing your face. Right. I could see only few people here. Like I could see only Kalpana, Shakuntala, and Gopa on camera. Okay, so guys, it's okay. You can take your time. We have like 4 more minutes, right, until teacher joins. Please do come on camera, like I said, because the reason is, guys, if you guys are not on camera, like even teacher will not feel like should I teach or not, or she'll be like, you guys are understanding or not. There are so many gestures, there are so many things. It would matter a lot when you guys join the online sessions. It's a request. It's not a force, right? Please try to come on camera. It doesn't matter what your background is as well. Okay, don't have things so much that okay, my background is this or that. So yes, hi Arun. Arun, welcome to the workshop. We have Varsha. Hi Varsha, and we have Arun from Odisha. Hi Arun, and we have Varsha from Bhopal. All right. Okay, that's cool. So guys, you can I was asking the question, what are your reasons to join this session? I could get only few answers, right? I just got 4 to 5 answers. Guys, it'll be really great if you could put up your reasons in a chat box. What are your reasons to join this workshop? It can be anything, that's totally fine. Just want to know what are your reasons to join this workshop. Okay. And also, guys, please be interactive, right? Please make sure that you just put up in a chat box, and if you have any doubts while the class is going on, do put up in a chat box, or else you can unmute and ask if you guys are confident, if you guys are not shy. So until then, right away, like if anyone wants to unmute and introduce yourself, you can totally do. And also you can tell me what are your reasons to join this workshop as well. Okay, so guys, please be interactive. Okay, just don't be the shy audience. All right, there's nothing to be shy about. It's nothing like we're not doing any maths or chemistry lectures. We are doing something amazing art here. That's Warli painting. I know everyone here love this painting. That's the reason you guys are here in the session, right? Asim, you're from Kolkata, and you want to know how to do Warli paintings. Okay. So one more thing, I'll make it very easy for you guys. Okay, since I could see, I think few people here are very shy. So just want to ask, guys, you can put up in a chat box, how many of you are beginners here? Okay, either type yes. If you're not beginners, you can type intermediate. Anything is fine, guys. Quickly in a chat box, just type how many of you are beginners here in this Warli painting. Mona, Lina, and Kasturi, Abba, Asim, Vaishnavi. Okay, even Nidhi as well. Okay. Guys, quickly, that'll be really great if I could get a few more answers. If you're not beginners, you can type intermediate, or if you know something about it, you can just type what it is. And if you guys are beginners, please do type yes. Even I'll get to know if you guys are beginners or intermediate, All right. Moreover, I could see you guys are beginners. All right. That's really nice. So that's totally fine. Like I said, this workshop is meant for beginners. Okay, this is gonna be for beginners only. And also, guys, in the end, like I said, I'll just repeat it again. I think few more people who joined just now, they don't know about it. Guys, be there till the end. I have a surprise for everyone who's present here. And also, I'll be talking more about the advanced classes in the end as well. Okay. All right. And your teacher will be joining in 2 to 3 minutes, guys. Give us 2 to 3 minutes, because since she takes a lot of classes, she'll be joining in 2 to 3 minutes max, not more than that. Okay. So guys, please do come on camera. It's a request, because again, I could see only three to four people on camera. Okay. So it's a request. It's a request. Please do come on camera. Doesn't matter what your background is. All right. Asim, pardon, you don't have audio as well as. Oh, okay. Asim, just try reconnecting. Might be you have to go to audio settings and also video settings, where you have to there is something called audio video settings, where you can just talk and you can watch. Yeah, you just go to it once. In case if it's not happening, in case if you're facing the same issue again, just try reconnecting. Okay, so it might work. Not to worry. Let me know if you're facing the same thing again. You can just put up in a chat box. All right. So also, guys, I could see again few new people. Welcome to the workshop of Warli painting. It's really good to have you guys. Okay, so people who have joined just now, we can quickly introduce yourself. You can just introduce your name and place in a chat box. For people who have joined just now, we'll be starting in minute more. Okay, your teacher will be joining you. We'll be starting in max minute more. Will not delay much. Arohi, your camera is not working. Arohi, just try. There is like something called camera setting. Just go and try it. Like, I think it's not your. There is something called camera settings where you have to, accept. There is something. Yeah, you'll get to know that. So where you have to allow, in settings, you have to click allow, where you can just come on camera. Yeah. In case if it's happening the same thing, just try reconnecting. It will help. Okay. I could see a few people on camera. Thank you guys for coming on camera. We have Bhunesh, Kasturi, Silo. I hope I pronounced your name right. Okay. All right then. Okay, guys, just give me a minute. All right. So we'll be starting a session in a minute more. Okay, so I could see again few new faces here. Welcome to the workshop of Warli painting, guys. Like people have joined just now. It's a request. People who have joined just now, you can quickly introduce yourself since people already who are here they have already introduced. All right, you can just quickly introduce yourself. You can just type your name and place in a chat box, and we can proceed. Right? In a minute more, we'll be starting because we'll be waiting for 1 more minute. Because we have a few more people participants will be joining us for this session. So guys, please cooperate. Okay, we'll be starting in a while. All right. Hi Lena, you're from Mumbai, and we have Mithili from Kerala. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, we have Shivani from Bangalore. All right, that's nice. And we have Boona from Chennai. Okay, we have Arohi from Uttar Pradesh, and Meena from Tamil Nadu. Okay. Hi, ma'am. Hi, Varsha, ma'am. Welcome to the workshop.
Hello, how are you, Clive?
Good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also good.
Yes, guys, your teacher is on board. Her name is Varsha. All right. Welcome to the workshop, ma'am. It's really good to have you back. So,
Thank you
guys,
so much.
yes. So guys, please do come on camera. Like we'll be starting the session. I just want everyone here to come on camera so that we'll be starting the session now. No more delays. All right. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Over to you. I think you can carry on.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I can see a lot of replies in the chat box. Can I see some hi in the chat box now? And I can see a lot of beautiful faces on camera. Kalpana ji, Shakuntala ji. We have Gopa. We have Vidya. Sailu. Then Bhuvanesh. Okay. Okay, so Kavalpreet Kaur has just taken the screenshot of my Meenakari work and she has put it on the screen. Wow, this is really nice. That is a special Kavalpreet. Okay. So thank you so much everyone for the response in the chat box. Super fantastic. So can I see some smiles? Yeah, that gives me positivity. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my introduction very quickly, and then we will be starting off with the session. So, hi everyone, my name is Varsha Shivastav. I'm from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. By profession, I'm a handcrafted jewelry designer. I have the expertise in paper jewelry. I am a entrepreneur. I'm a world record holder in paper jewelry designing. And entrepreneurship के साथ, I am also an online educator and a social activist too. So in the field of paper jewelry, actually, I hold a world record, and I am also a national record holder in that. I have been awarded from the Central Ministry of India as well as many state ministries and the governors of two states. And apart from that, I'm also an empaneled designer and artisan from the Ministry of Textiles of India. So this is about me, and it's more than 7.5 years I'm working in the field of paper jewelry and art and crafts. And I know a lot of art forms like Warli, Meenakari, and a lot of art forms because of paper jewelry. So the national record which I have is the collection record of making 300 designs and patterns of paper jewelry, which has crossed around 1500 designs so far. And I draw a lot of art forms, and Warli is one of them. And I got connected with Warli because of one of my customers. So one of my customers ordered me a sari. She gave me a sari and ordered me to make a proper necklace using the design which was there on her sari border. So I just replicated that design on the necklace. It just came out very beautiful, and I started working on Warli. I added more and more products with Warli Art, and I added those products in my business, and my business grew like anything. So this is how I got connected with Warli. Thank you so much, Soumya and everybody. Now, may I know how many of you know about Warli? So if you know about Warli, write yes in the chat box. If you don't know, write no. And if you know little bit, you can write little bit. Jaldi se, quickly. No, no, yes, okay. Yes, no, no, little bit, okay. So there are a lot of people who know, there are a lot of people who don't know, and there are a lot of people who know just little bit. I can see a lot of no's actually, and little bits. Okay, no problem. I'm going to tell you about Warli, one of the most interesting art forms I actually do. Seriously, I just love this art form. And Warli is a very beautiful Indian tribal folk art form. Okay, and this is actually originated from the outskirts of Maharashtra, especially from the Sahyadri range. So these people who reside there on the outskirts of Maharashtra, especially from the Sahyadri range, these people used to paint their mud house walls using the rice water paste as the color and the bamboo stick as the brush. Okay, so whatever I'm going to speak in two languages, Hindi and English, because a lot of people are there who are comfortable in Hindi and a lot of people are there who are comfortable in English. Okay, so मैं जो भी बोलूंगी मैं दो लैंग्वेजेस में बोलूंगी, डोंट वरी. अभी जितनी चीजें मैं बताऊंगी उसको मैं हिंदी में जल्दी से रिपीट कर दूंगी. ऑल राइट, कूल, चलेगा? Yes? Okay. So this particular art form Warli is basically done by these tribal people, and they used to paint their mud house walls using the rice water paste as the color and the bamboo stick as the brush. And if you see this art form, then this is a concept based art form where these people actually make the reflections of their own livings in their paintings. So we have to stick to this point whenever we are making Warli art, that we have to make the tribal life or village life in this. Okay, so before 1970s, these tribal people used to make these paintings using one base, that was the mud house wall, and using two colors. One was the mud color of the mud house wall, second was the white color of the rice water paste. And it was done in that village, in that tribal region only. Okay, but after 1970s, this art form started traveling towards the cities, and this art form took another regeneration, and it became more beautiful and more creative because people of cities started making painted Warli. They added colors to this painting, they added colors to this Warli art, and this particular art form was made on different bases as well. So before it was one base, that was the mud house wall. Now the bases were paper, canvas, coasters, pebble paperweights, jewelry, fabric, etc. So this particular art form after 1970s came into the limelight. Okay, I'm just repeating these things in Hindi jaldi se. सो वर्ली एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत ट्राइबल फोक आर्ट है इंडिया की, जो कि महाराष्ट्र के सह्याद्री रेंज से है, वहां से इसका एक्चुअली इसकी उपज है, वहां से इसका ओरिजिनेशन है। तो वहां के जो लोग हैं, जो ट्राइबल लोग हैं, वो इस कला को बनाते हैं। बहुत ही खूबसूरत आर्ट फॉर्म है ये। और अगर आप इसको ध्यान से देखेंगे तो आपको उन्हीं के जीवन शैली का रिफ्लेक्शन दिखेगा, उन्हीं के जीवन शैली को ही आप देख पाएंगे उनके उनकी पेंटिंग्स में, उनकी ड्राइंग्स में। और एक बहुत ही अच्छी चीज इस आर्ट फॉर्म की ये है कि ये बहुत ही ज्यादा अब स्कैटर्ड हो चुका है। जितने लोग नहीं जानते हैं इस आर्ट फॉर्म के बारे में, उनको भी मैं बता दूं कि अब ये आर्ट फॉर्म बहुत ज्यादा फैल चुका है। तो 1970s के पहले ये लिमिटेड था, ये अपने ट्राइबल रीजन में ही करते थे ये लोग। लेकिन 1970s के बाद में जब ये शहरों की तरफ बढ़ के आया ये आर्ट फॉर्म, तो शहर के लोगों ने इसमें और ज्यादा क्रिएटिविटी, और ज्यादा जान डाल के इसको और सुंदर बना दिया। क्योंकि पहले लोग खाली मड हाउस वॉल्स पे, जो मिट्टी के जो घर थे उनकी दीवारों पे बनाते थे वर्ली को, और वहां पे एक ही बेस यूज होता था जो कि मिट्टी के घर की दीवारें थी। और दो कलर्स ही यूज होते थे, एक तो मिट्टी का कलर था और एक जो कलर था वो था व्हाइट कलर, जो कि चावल के पीठे से बनता था, दैट वाज द राइस वाटर पेस्ट। बट जब ये शहर की तरफ आया, तो शहर की तरफ ये पर्टिकुलर आर्ट फॉर्म बहुत ज्यादा फेमस होने लगा, क्योंकि लोगों ने कलर से पेंटिंग्स बनानी स्टार्ट की वर्ली की। और लोगों ने और ज्यादा बेसिस बढ़ाए। जैसे पहले ये खाली मिट्टी के घरों की दीवारों पे बनता था, बट 1970 के बाद में जब ये शहर की तरफ आया, तो इसके बेसिस भी बढ़ गए। लोग इसको अलग अलग चीजों पे बनाने लगे, जैसे कैनवस हो गया, कोस्टर हो गया, पेपर हो गया, कपड़े हो गए, ज्वेलरी हो गई, हर चीज पे वर्ली बनने लगी। और इसकी वजह से ये और ज्यादा खूबसूरत हो गई। Okay. Now, next, another thing which I'm going to tell you in English, and then we will be just talking in Hindi as well, translating in Hindi. Okay. So, next thing is that there are few differences between Varli and other art forms. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you the differences between Varli and other art forms. So, generally, whenever we are making the other art forms, we imagine it and draw. We can add things according to ourselves. But as I said, that whenever we are making Varli, we have to keep this thing in mind, that we have to make the tribal life or village life in this. Okay, you cannot add buildings, helicopters, or aeroplanes. You have to stick to this point that modernization is not being added. We have to make the village life or tribal life. Another thing is that whenever we are making the faces in the other art forms, we actually show the facial expressions through the eyes, nose, lips, and everything. But whenever we are making Varli, the face remains solid, but we show the expressions and activities through the body posture, leg formation, and hand formation. Now I'm going to tell you in Hindi कि मैंने क्या बोला, जल्दी से बता देती हूँ। तो वर्ली और दूसरे आर्ट फॉर्म्स में कुछ फर्क है, और वो फर्क ये है, पहला फर्क ये है कि जब हम दूसरा कोई आर्ट फॉर्म बनाते हैं, तो हम ज्यादातर अपनी तरफ से भी चीजें ऐड कर सकते हैं। हम कुछ भी सोचते हैं और उसको पेपर पे उतार देते हैं। लेकिन जब भी हम वर्ली बनाते हैं, तो हमें इस बात का ध्यान रखना है कि हमें विलेज लाइफ और ट्राइबल लाइफ ही बनानी है, एक गांव की ही और एक ट्राइबल लाइफ को ही हमें दर्शाना है उसमें। क्योंकि हम अपनी तरफ से इसमें कुछ भी आधुनिक ऐड नहीं कर सकते, जैसे हम हेलीकॉप्टर्स, एरोप्लेन से ऐसी बिल्डिंग्स कुछ नहीं बना सकते। हमें एक विलेज लाइफ ही बनानी है। दूसरी चीज ये है कि जब भी हम दूसरे आर्ट फॉर्म्स बनाते हैं, उसमें हम ह्यूमन फिगर्स बनाते हैं, इंसान बनाते हैं, तो उसमें हम क्या करते हैं कि हम चेहरा बनाते हैं, चेहरे पे आंख, नाक, मुंह सब कुछ बनाते हैं। बट जब भी हम वर्ली बनाते हैं, तो वर्ली में ये नहीं है। वर्ली में जो चेहरा होता है वो पूरा ब्लैक रहता है, बट हम जो भी एक्टिविटीज या एक्सप्रेशन शो करते हैं, वो एक्चुअली शो करते हैं हमारे बॉडी पोस्चर जो हम बनाते हैं, जो शरीर बनाते हैं, जो लेग फॉर्मेशन, हैंड फॉर्मेशन बनाते हैं, उसके थ्रू बनाते हैं। ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द वर्ली आर्ट। ओके, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट ऑफ विद द सेशन। आरोही, आई एक्चुअली गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप, आई एम सो सॉरी। मैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलती हूँ, और ये आपकी भी डिमांड थी और एक दो लोगों की और डिमांड्स थी कि मैं हिंदी में भी समझाऊं। अदरवाइज मैं सेशन ज्यादातर इंग्लिश में देती हूँ, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर देयर जिनको हिंदी समझ नहीं आती, lot of people are there जिनको इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आती, so I have to keep this both the ways. Okay, so now I am going to start off with the session, and we have 74 people in house, and I want maximum people to participate along with me. So whenever I start off with any of the sessions, I always start off with the basics. मैं हमेशा basics से शुरू करती हूँ अपने sessions को, because I feel that if ABCD is not clear to any person, that person cannot easily do the word formation or sentence formation. So we will be learning the basics of Warli, and in the basics of Warli, we actually make different basic shapes, basic borders, basic human figures, animal figures, bird figures, and everything. Okay, so once I am done with my drawing, I am going to show you the stuff जो मैं बनाती हूँ and whatever I teach in the masterclass, the things which I make and I teach in the masterclass. And then after that, our wonderful moderator, Clive, will be telling you about the masterclass details. So you have to be with us till the end because we have lot of surprises. Okay. So jaldi se तैयार हो जाइए because मैम बेसिक से शुरू करने वाले हैं अपने सेशन को. And everybody has to be ready with the pen, paper and scale. So once you are ready with the pen, paper and the scale, just write ready in the chat box. 74 people in house. I want maximum people to draw along. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy. Okay. Can I see some responses? Can I see some reactions? Yeah. Okay. A lot of people are ready. So can I see some V's? Yes. जो जितने लोग screens पे हैं. And what does that mean? What does that mean? Anybody in the chat box?
Victory.
No. This means Varsha.
No.
Kalpana ji knows. Kalpana ji
Varsha.
knows. Yes.
Varsha.
Okay, so you have to remember me till the end क्योंकि सेशन बहुत मस्त होने वाला है इसीलिए पहले बता दे रही हूँ कि ये वर्षा है ना जितनी बार आप मुझे भूल जाओ ना ये करके देख लेना. Okay, all right. So let's start off with the session and I am quickly rotating my camera now because I am also ready with my pen, paper and scale. And I want everyone to be ready with that. Okay. So now we will be starting off with the basic shapes and two instructions before starting off with the session. First instruction that if you have any queries, any doubts, any questions, you can just put it in the chat box. I'll take the consideration because if anybody unmutes, then that creates some disturbance. So I don't want anybody to get disturbed. And second instruction that if I'm going too fast during the session, you can just say this that ma'am, please go slow. I'll just go slow. Okay. So just write basic shapes over here. Basic shapes. Okay, basic shapes. So now we will be making different shapes and I'm going to use few terms and you have to remember those terms as well. So first shape is the circles. Circles. So I'm making a normal circle like this and this is a hollow circle. Just make an arrow and write hollow. Then I have this solid circle because I have filled the color inside. So this becomes solid and I'm keeping the dot. And dots and triangles are very prominent in Warli art. Okay. Next, I'm going to make the lines. So these are the vertical lines or straight lines. You can write the names. Vertical or straight lines. These are the horizontal lines. Vertical, horizontal. And these are the tilted lines or slant lines. We also call them diagonals. Any of the three names can be used for this. Next, I'm going to make the crosses. Now for making the crosses, just make a multiplication sign. Okay. Make a multiplication sign and make the lines both the sides. And then make the broad cross. First two crosses are used for human figures. Third cross is used for animal figures. Okay. First two crosses are used for human figures and third cross is used for animal figures. Next, I'm going to make the cones. So for making the cones, just make a V, make it upside down, make it sideways left and right, and then make a cone and make another cone inside it like this. This is the cone. Now after this, I'm going to make the triangles. And every shape has its own importance. You will understand it once I'll proceed with the basic human figures and everything. So I'm going to make the triangle like this. Just make it upside down. Make it sideways, left and right. And I'm making the triangle and I'm making another triangle inside this. These are the triangles. Now I'm going to make the semicircles. Semicircles. So just make the semicircle like this, sideways, left and right. One line and the semicircle. Make it upside down and make another semicircle inside this. So all the shapes are used in the borders in different figures, and these are very important. And whenever I'm making the figures, I actually use the terms. I speak those terms as well. Okay. Now next I'm going to make the curves. So if I compare curves with semicircles, then semicircles are broader than the curves. So the curves are just like this. Like this. These are inwards, outwards. And I'm making it like this as well. These are also the curved lines. I hope you guys have no queries, no issues. If you have the questions, you can just put it in the chat box. I'll take the questions and I'll answer. Okay. And now I'm going to make the oval. Okay, Seeman. Okay. So just make an oval like this, horizontal one. And here comes the vertical one, horizontal and vertical. Next, we have the eye shape or leaf shape. Now the question arises that, ma'am, you said that eyes are not made in the figures. Why eye shape? So the answer is that eye shape also represents the leaf shape, and we use it for making the fish bodies, for making the borders. That is why we make it. So just make a curve and join another curve. Make it in a vertical manner and in a slanting manner. This one was horizontal, then vertical, then slanting. And you can make it slanting both the ways. You can also make it like this. So these are the eye shapes or leaf shapes. Then I'm going to make the checked lines. Checked lines. For making the checked lines, just make the straight lines and make the horizontal lines on them. Then make the slant lines and the horizontal lines on them. And make the slant lines and make the slant lines on them. Verticals with horizontals, horizontal with slanting, and then slanting with slanting. Okay. Now I'm going to make the spiral. So you can make the spiral like this or like this. Easy. We are left with two more basic shapes and then we'll proceed with the basic borders. Okay. Second last is the waves. These are the high waves and these are the low waves. High waves and low waves. Okay. And last one is the mango motif. It's MANGOMOTIF. Mango motif. Mango motif is also known as paslet. I'm just making it like this. And in Hindi, it is also known as carry. So you can make it vertically, you can make it horizontally, depends upon you. Another one is like this. So we use all the shapes in our Warli. And yes, if you have any queries with any of the shapes, you can ask me to repeat. I'll just repeat it for you, especially the mango motif. Okay, now we will be proceeding with the borders. And for the borders, you require the scale. So I'm going to teach you different patterns of the borders. Okay. In one border, we will be making multiple patterns. And as I told you that triangles and dots are very prominent whenever we are making the tribal art or Warli art. So we will be using triangles as well. Triangles are very much used. So I'm going to make first border. I'm making two random lines like this. Just make two random lines like this. Nikita, mango motif are used for making the borders. We use it for making the peacock body, the bird body. You will get to know it in few minutes. We will be making a bird figure and I'll be using the mango motif in that. Okay. So I'm going to make the triangles in this. like this. Now this is a simple border. You can just make it like this only. But I'm going to teach you different patterns in one border. So I'm going to put the dots both the sides and the pattern or the design changes with this. ऐसे. Okay. And now I'm going to change the pattern and the design again. So I am going to solid one side of the triangle and the other side of the triangle remains hollow with a dot. So I am soliding the upper side of the triangle. You can also solid the lower side of the triangle. In that case, the upper side will be remaining hollow with a dot. So it's like this. Okay. Now next, I'm going to make another border. I hope I'm not going that fast. If I'm going too fast, please let me know in the chat box. Next border has the eye shapes or the leaf shapes in it. Okay. So I'm going to make it in a slanting manner. Eye shapes and leaf shapes in a slanting manner. Like this. And if you want me to repeat any of the things, you are free to ask. You are free to put the questions in the chat box. I'll just take the questions and I'll respond. Put the dots both the sides. And now I'm going to teach you different patterns in this particular border as well. Okay. So first pattern is the line pattern. I'm just making the lines in this like this. And once I'll draw this particular border, I'll bring the page close to the camera as well. Second is the leaf pattern. One line in the center and slant lines both the sides. One line in the center, slant line both the sides. And third one is the solid one. So you can opt any of these patterns and you can just apply it in your painting, in your fair work. So I'm just bringing it close to the camera. Can you see this? Okay. So this is the line pattern, leaf pattern, and solid pattern. Now coming to the next border. Thank you so much for the reactions. Now coming to the next border, I'm going to make the triangles with the curves. Thank you so much, everyone. Triangles jaldi se bana lete hain, and then we will be adding the curves to it. So these are the hollow triangles and another hollow triangle inside this. And then between these triangles, I'm going to make the curves like this. So a lot of people have joined in late. Those who have joined in late, no problem. Welcome to the session. Once I'm done with my drawing part, I will show you the full page. You can take the screenshot and practice later on. Okay. And once I am done with my session, I'm going to show you the things which I make and which I teach in the master class. And then you will get the master class details with our wonderful moderator, Clive. Okay. Yes. So now I'm going to proceed further. And I'm going to make another border, the fourth border. And this particular border has crosses in it. Lot of crosses together. So we are actually practicing the things as well. We are actually in the practice mode as well. We are actually making the basic shapes again and again. So everybody is practicing as well. I'm putting the dots both the sides. You can also put the dots in the center. Okay. And now I'm going to make another border, and this border has just one line. Just one line. Yes, you can overlap the designs in Warli, Nikita. No problem at all. I'm leaving some space. I'm making the semicircle. I'm making another semicircle which goes solid. I'm making the line and the dot, line and the dot, line and the dot, and so on to give it a semicircular shape. And this particular border, I actually make this border whenever we are making the Warli wedding theme. I'm making the semicircle, another semicircle which goes solid, then I'm making the line and the dot, line and the dot, and so on. So this looks like a decoration, right? So we actually use it for making the decorative themes like wedding. I use it there. And if I keep my scale, you see both the patterns of mine is equal to each other. If you're unable to make the equal patterns, you can put the line. You can just make a line using the pencil and erase it later on once you are done with the pattern making. Okay. All right. With this, I'm just going to proceed with the next border. I have 4 borders left. So in the next border, just make 2 close lines which are close to each other. And then on that, I'm going to make the semicircles both the sides. 2 close lines to each other. Whatever I am drawing, I'm speaking each and everything. So that if you are finding any query, then you can just listen to me carefully and you will understand. जितनी चीजें मैं बना रही हूँ, जो भी मैं ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ, मैं वो बोल भी रही हूँ साथ साथ, ओके, ताकि सारे मेरे स्टूडेंट्स को क्लियर रहे सब कुछ. आई एम पुटिंग द डॉट्स in the semicircles, both the sides. Thank you so much for the reactions. And between the semicircles, I'm making the lines. So I'll just bring the page closer to the camera so that you can see it clearly. Thank you so much for the reactions, everyone. Okay. Can you see this? This is a detailed border. A lot of detailings are being given in this. And if you guys have any queries, do let me know. Now, next is the conical border. I'm going to make a lot of cones in this. So just make the lines and make the cones like this. Lot of cones or lot of V's together. Now I'm going to put the dots above the lines where these cones are connected. And I am going to put the dots below the lines where these cones are actually connected. Like this. So next 2 borders which I'm going to make are the filler borders. Filler borders are the borders. Filler borders are the borders in which we actually make those borders where we don't have the space to make the broad borders and we actually want to make some border. So in that case, we actually make the filler borders and these are the thin borders, very thin borders. So 2 designs I'm going to make and I have lot of border designs. I have around 35 border designs, which I will be actually sharing with you in the master class because that is a very detailed thing. So right now I'm going to make 1 border. Thank you so much, Arpita. I'm going to repeat this particular border without the upper and lower line. So in the filler borders, I'm not going to use the scale and the crosses will be smaller. So just make the crosses like this. Join the crosses like this. And it is kind of a chain border. I'm putting the dots between the crosses. Yes, you can use the spirals, Soumya. Definitely you can use the spirals. You can use any of the shapes, okay? And a lot of my students, when I share more than 35 designs, they actually create their own borders as well. So you can also do wonders. I actually see this that whenever my students are joining the masterclass, they actually do wonders. Okay. Now last border in this, I'm going to join the slant lines together, or you can say conical border, cones together. I'm putting the dots both the sides. And I'm going to put the dots on the edges as well. Like this. So this was the last border. And with this, we will be proceeding with the basic human figures. But before drawing anything, I am going to share something with you guys. Okay. So whenever we are making the basic human figures or the human figures in Warli, then we actually bring the differences with the leg formation, hand formation, body posture, or hairstyle. Okay. So like we make the god figures, we make tarpa dance forms, we make the festivity figures, we make the figures with instruments, the Warli daily life figure. In that case, we actually make a lot of different body postures, leg formations, and hand formations. So if I'm giving you the example, Manisha, what you want to see? You want to see the full page? Okay, can you see this? Okay. So whenever we are making like Warli daily life, so I generally make a lot of figures which are actually doing different activities. Like if a lady is cooking food, then the leg formation, hand formation, body posture will be different. Okay. Soumya, we use the checked lines in the borders as well and in the huts, in the hut pattern, especially. Okay. All right. So we actually make different figures. And then we are making a man who is carrying his stuff from one place to another. Then the body posture, leg formation, hand formation will be different. But today I'm going to teach you the basics of it. And today I'm going to teach you four kinds of leg formations which we make when we are making a standing figure. Okay, when we are making the standing figure. Welcome, Soumya. So I'm going to teach you four kind of leg formations. And the first leg formation is the left leg formation. Just write left leg formation. L stands for left. We make this leg formation whenever we are making the figures which are standing and facing towards the left. And for this, just make a small slant line, big slant line, small slant line like this, small, big, small. I'm just making it again. Small, big, small, small, big, small. This is left leg formation. Just opposite to it is the right leg formation, and it is like this. Just opposite to it. Okay. For a figure, for a person who's standing and facing towards the right, for that person, we use the right leg formation. Then next we have the straight leg formation. For the person who is standing, is straight, and these legs are not movable. He's just standing straight. Okay. And then we have the front leg formation for the front facing person, but the legs are a bit movable. They are actually in a bit movable position. So these are the four leg formations: left leg formation, right leg formation, straight leg formation, and front leg formation. Okay. Now I am going to teach you the most important figure and the first figure of Warli, that is the figure of a man. I call it the most important figure because if you know how to make the figure of a man, then you can easily make the figure of a girl, figure of a boy, figure of a woman. Because the figure remains the same, but we bring the changes with the hairstyles. Okay. So I am going to make it and I'm going to use all the basic shapes only. So for the first figure, just make a solid circle for the head. Neck, so for neck ke liye the vertical line or the straight line, then horizontal line for the shoulders. Here comes the cross for the body, just solid this portion as well and this portion as well. And now big slant line, a small slant line, big slant line, a small slant line for the hands, and left leg formation for the legs. So this is the man's figure and this is the most common figure, okay, in Warli. And if you know how to make this, then you can make a lot of figures. So now I'm going to make the figure of a boy. And for making the figure of the boy, if you're making the figure of the boy with a woman or man, then the height of the boy is shorter than the man or woman. Okay. And we actually bring the changes with the hairstyle as well. So I'm making a short heighted similar figure next to this man. Same figure, short heighted next to this man. And here comes the left leg formation. And I'm making his hand like he's holding the hand of his father. It's like this. And if we have to bring the changes, we will be just making the lines on his head to show that he's a boy. I'm writing a boy over here. I'm just bringing it close to the camera. Can you see this? So this is the boy. Can I get some reactions that everybody is there? Everybody is drawing along. Wow, super fantastic. 82 people in house, fantastic. A lot of people have joined in late, but no problem. Once I'm done with my drawing part, I'll just show you the full page. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And yes, thank you so much, Asim and Tejshri, Hiraji. Thanks a lot. Snigdha, thank you so much. Okay, so next I'm going to make another figure, that is the figure of a woman. Okay. So again, make the figure of the man. Now this is your practice mode, because after these figures, I will be making the figure of an old man and women, and everything is going to change. Body posture, leg formation, hand formation, everything is going to change. So this is the practice mode. You can just make the figure of the man again and again. Now I am making it a woman. For making it a woman, just make a bun over here. And this is a women. Thank you, Bhuvnesh ji. Thank you, Suhas, Priya, everybody. Thank you so much. So this is the figure of a woman. Now I'm going to teach you three different phases of the girls. Little girl, young girl, and an adult girl. And in all the three figures, we will be doing the changes with the hairstyle. So quickly make the figure of the man again. For the first figure, which is the figure of a little girl. So pehle figure of the man hi banayenge. We will be making the figure of the man first, like this. And now to make it a young, to make it a little girl, just make two side ponies like this. And this is a little girl. Similarly, to make a young girl, you just have to make the figure of the man. So just make the figure of the man again. And in this, in the young girl, we just make one side pony. इसमें two side थी, इसमें just सिर्फ one side होगी. This is a young girl. And now we will be making an adult girl. I hope I'm not going that fast, because I am repeating the figures right now. So that is why a bit fast speed is needed. So I'm just making an adult girl. And for that, just make the figure of the man, but do not make the hands this time. We will be bringing some changes with the hands. I'm just making one side pony as well, like the young girl. Now you see in all the figures, I made the hands which are close to the body. But in this, the hands will be a bit far from the body, because we will be making two lines over here to show that she is wearing a dupatta. No, it's not like that, Snigdha. You don't have to use the left sided or like that in every figure. I am just teaching you the basics. I am drawing that. Okay. And in old man and women, I am going to change the things as well. Okay. That will be the right sided figures. But you can just make left or right, whatever you wish to. Even the straight figures. Okay. So in the straight figures, you have to make the straight leg formation or the front leg formation. Yes, welcome, dear. Okay, so these are the three phases of the girls: little girl, young girl, and an adult girl. Just bringing close to the camera. I hope you can see this. Now I am going to make the old man and women. Very, very interesting figures, because I have decoded all the figures, and I am just going to share the techniques of making the figures in a easier manner, in a easier way. Okay. So for making the old man and women, first thing I would like to tell you that I will be making three phases of the old man or women. First old man has the straight back, second old man has a humpy back, and third old man has a very tilted body. Okay. So for the first old man, I am going to make a K first. Now everything is going to change. Body posture, leg formation, neckline, hand formation, everything. Just make a K and join the lines like this. And solid the portions. Like this. Okay. Now straight neckline, and the head will be also straight like this. Now in this, the leg formation will be right leg formation, because the person is facing towards the right. It will be right leg formation, and both the hands will be towards right. Right leg formation, and both the hands will be towards right. So I am making the two hands, but there is a trick, that is that you have to make a V first. Just make a V and make another V just below this, like this. And then make a curve and make the stick. Thank you so much, Bhavika. This is an old man with a straight back. Next, we have an old man with a humpy back. Okay. इतना बना लीजिए जल्दी से. Just make it quickly. I hope I'm not going that fast. And everybody is enjoying the session. Yes. If yes, then please give me some reactions. Wow. Wow. Super fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. Energy बढ़ा दी मेरी. Okay. So next, old man with a humpy back. Make a slant line like this. This is upper body, so make it smaller. Then make a semicircle attached. So fantastic. Then make a triangle like this and solid everything like this. Slant line, semicircle, triangle. Okay. Now in this, the neck was straight. In this, the neck will be slanting so as the head. Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'm making the right leg formation again. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Hands will be towards the right, but it will be like a tick mark. Just make one tick mark and make another tick mark like this. And here comes the stick. One tick mark and another tick mark. Can you find the difference between both of them? Yes. Right? First old man with a straight back, second old man with a humpy back. Thank you so much, everyone. I can see a lot of responses in the chat box. Okay. I didn't get your point, Nikita. Can you please elaborate? Okay. Now I'm making the third one. Third one. So I am making a bird kind of a thing. We used to make this bird in our childhood between the mountains. Yes. Nostalgic kind of feeling. Thank you so much, Soumya, Mona, and everybody, those who are appreciating. I can see a lot of names. I can see Pratiksha. I can see Geeta. Nikita, you can make different sizes of the triangles. This completely depends. Like if we are making the sitting figures, then the upper triangle is smaller in comparison to the lower triangle. That is a very detailed thing. I will be sharing in the masterclass if you'll join the masterclass because we will be drawing the things along. Thank you so much, Prakriti. And I've just made this bird. Now make one line from here. Welcome, dear. Another line from here. Okay. Yes, which old man I have to draw, Sneha? Then I'm making one line from here, another line from here. Just solid each and everything. Now you see, we made the straight neckline here, slanting neckline here, and this one will be horizontal, horizontal neckline. Okay, I'll just repeat the second one, Sneha, after this, okay? Now right leg formation again. Hands will be like a tick mark, but it will go more down, like a tick mark. Here comes the stick. So this is an old man with a humpy back. I hope you can find the difference between all the three figures. I'm repeating the second one. Slant line, semicircle. Triangle attached to it. Solid this portion and this portion. Okay. Make a slant neckline and the slant head. Right leg formation. I'm making the hands like a tick mark. And here comes the stick. It's like this. Okay. If I have to repeat the third one, you can let me know. I can repeat the third one as well. Welcome, dear. Welcome, Sneha. Okay. Now, if I have to make it an old woman, then you just have to add the bun over here, and bun over here. That's it. Third one again. Okay. I'm repeating the third one. Just make a bird kind of a thing like this. Make a line from here, make another line from here, then one line from here and one line from here. Just solid this and solid this as well. Now, in this, the neckline will be horizontal, so as the head. Right leg formation again. Hands will go more down like a tick mark. And here comes the stick. I hope it's clear to everyone. Yes. And trust me, I have the techniques and tricks for all the figures. We make lot of figures in the masterclass. And I have so much detail about that. I have so many tricks about it. And धीरे धीरे जैसे स्टेप बढ़ता है ना, फिगर्स और डिफिकल्ट हो जाते हैं, बट डोंट वरी, मैं इजी तरीके से ही सिखाऊंगी आपको. ओके, ऑल राइट, मैं इनका आई एम रिपीटिंग इट. Bird kind of a thing, one line, another line, one line from here, another line from here, soliding this and soliding this as well, making the neckline horizontal so as the head. Right leg formation, hands will go more down like a tick mark, and here comes the stick. Okay, all right, so there is no fourth one, Menka. I have just made three. These are the three, and I just made the buns over here for making it a women. Now I'm going to make the bird, the birds, two birds and two animals. Two birds and two animals. So for the birds, there is a trick. Just make a hollow circle, dot and the beak. Make a slant line. Make another slant, another semicircle, one more semicircle, and last one goes solid. So hollow circle, dot and the beak remains the same. Then we make the slant line, we make the semicircle, another semicircle, and the last one goes solid. Okay. Then I'm making two big slant lines and two small slant lines over here. And then I'm going to make the triangles. Okay, I'm repeating this once again. Hollow circle, dot and the beak, slant line, semicircle, another semicircle, third one goes solid. Two big slant lines and two small slant lines for the leg and the feet. And here comes the triangle for the tail. Okay, this is the first one. Okay. Yes, Namrata, I told you that if you're making a boy with the man or women, then you have to make the changes with the height. Okay. And now I'm making another one. Again, hollow circle, dot and the beak like this. Okay. Now in this, I am going to make this second last curve, which I made. So I'm just making it for the neckline like this. And then I'm going to make the spiral like this. I'm making the curves inside the body like this. And this bird is actually standing cross-legged. So for making the cross legs, I'm making the horizontal line, stretching it like this. Vertical line is stretching it like this. And here comes the legs. If you want me to repeat this, I can repeat it for you. I'm not left with much time. I am already running short of time. So after the two animals, I'm going to show you the things whatever I make and whatever I teach in the master class. Okay, I have to repeat this. I don't have to repeat this. All right. So I'm going to make the animals now. First animal will be the goat. Second, you have to guess. Okay. First animal will be the goat. Second, once I'll make it, you have to guess it. So for the first animal, just make a slant heart like this and solid this. I have lot of goat figures. I have a lot of figures actually, but everything will be covered in the masterclass. Okay, so Amya knows it. I'm making the slant line. I will be making the peacock in the masterclass because I have 2-3 designs of the peacock. I'm so sorry, I'm running short of time. I'm really very sorry for that. Okay. So I'm quickly making these broad cross. I told you that this broad cross is used for animal figures like this. Yes, definitely I'll show the full page. I'm making the slant lines. I have made the broad cross and then I have made the lines and then I'm going to solid this portion as well as this portion. Okay, now I'm making the tail. And for the legs, I am going to make the legs with a trick. So this is the slant line, straight line and dot, slant line, straight line and dot, slant line, straight line and dot, slant line, straight line and dot. Nikita, when we are making the figures solid, then they look more detailed and more beautiful. That is the reason why we do it solid. Okay. And now next animal is the elephant, which I'm going to make. Okay. So already Soumya has guessed that right. I am making the straight line like this. I'm making the spiral for the trunk, making a line for the separation and kept the dot. Thank you so much. Varsha is saying, wow, ma'am, to Varsha. Then elephant body like this. I'm leaving some space from below. I'm making a line. Then I'm making the front legs, the back legs. I'm making the spiral for the ear. Okay. Then I'm making the elephant cloth. And here comes the tail. Okay. I'm repeating the elephant figure. And this is the cutest elephant figure. Seriously. Straight line, spiral. One line horizontal separation के लिए kept the dot. This is the elephant body. Leave some space from below. Make a line. Make front legs. Make a small back legs. Make a spiral for the ear. Make the elephant cloth like this. ऐसे. And then here comes the tail. Okay. Just draw it quickly. जल्दी से. फटाफट से just draw it. And now I am giving you one class work. So a lot of people have joined in late. So I'm going to repeat my introduction as well once. I'm going to show you the full page as well. And I'm going to give you one class work. And the class work is that you have to tell me that how was the class. You have to give your feedbacks. Okay. Yes, that is solid. That is solid. The middle part is solid. Okay. Can I get some feedbacks in the chat box that how was the class? And I'm going to show you the full page now. Can you see the full page now? You can take the screenshot. So I'm going to repeat my introduction very quickly. Hi everyone, my name is Varsha Shivastav. I'm from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. By profession, I'm a handcrafted jewelry designer. I'm an entrepreneur. I am an online educator and a social activist too. In the field of paper jewelry, I hold a world as well as national record. I have been awarded from the Central Ministry of India as well as many state ministries and the governors of two states. And I'm also an empaneled designer and artisan from the Ministry of Textiles of India. Thank you so much. And I am practicing a lot of art forms from